Hey everyone, I am Elizabeth Sherman from Total Health by Elizabeth. And so I've been having this conversation lately. It seems like it keeps repeating itself. And I wanted to share it with you all because I think that it could possibly be helpful. And it's the idea that, so first, let me back up. When I was in high school, our senior prom song was Once in a Lifetime by the Talking Heads. And I always thought that it was really weird. And Spee, my senior class president, if you're happening to listen to this, I always thought that it was a really weird choice of senior class songs. Because first of all, it was out for a number of years before we graduated from high school, but also it was just this weird song. So yeah, let me read the lyrics to you. So the beginning of the song is, you may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. You may find yourself living in another part of the world. And you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile. And you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? And then the chorus is, letting the days go by, letting the water hold me down, letting the days go by, water flowing underground, into the blue again, after the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. And so I think that this song didn't actually resonate with me until, gosh, probably I was in my 30s. And I remembered waking up one day like, what just happened? Is this my life? And I think that happens to a lot of people. So when we're in high school, we have this idea of where we're going to be. So we're like, okay, I'm not going to be that soccer mom that drives around in a minivan. Or I'm not going to be one of those people who, is living in middle management and, feels stuck in their lives and is going around living half dead. I want to be something amazing. I want to be something wonderful. I want to be, we have these huge, grandiose, awesome dreams for ourselves when we want to grow up, right? And then life kind of happens. And so we have this way that we want our life to go. And then what happens is we start to take these series of what I call non-decisions or non-choices. And these decisions are just these little, easy choices. So instead of making the more conscious choice, we make the easy choice. And I see this happening with parents a lot. So for all of you parents, and you will know exactly what I'm talking about, you are in the grocery store and you're with your kid and your kid wants something. They want a piece of candy, let's say. And for whatever reason, you don't want to give it to them. Maybe they've had too much candy that day, or maybe you're in a rush or whatever. And it's really not about the candy itself, and it's not about the money, but it becomes more about the principle of the thing. And so you tell your child no, that you're not buying this for them, and then they erupt. And so here's your decision as a parent. You get to decide, am I going to cave in and give my kid this thing that they want? Or am I going to stand to my principles and really kind of dig in here? And so the same thing can happen with our health. And so every day when we get home from work, we get to decide, am I going to go out and exercise like I promised? Or am I going to sit here on the couch and have a drink because that's what I really want to do? And so we start to make these series of really easy choices. And then one day we wake up and we're supposed to be here and we're really over here. Okay, so see that huge, change. And so I think what happens is a lot of times, like on New Year's, we make this sharp turn and we think, oh, I'm going to change everything and I'm going to go back to where I was supposed to be. Okay? Because I was supposed to be a marathon runner by now. But what happens is when we make that sharp turn, then everything becomes really, really difficult and feels overwhelming because we're making so many changes at once. And so instead of making that sharp turn and trying to go to where we were supposed to go, what I want to suggest is that we just make small adjustments. And every day, consciously decide that you are going to do one thing that isn't just an easy choice, but is actually a conscious choice. So whether that's eating more vegetables, whether that's substituting one of your evening drinks for a glass of water, whether that's not pouring your glass of wine as high and having a half a glass of wine. So doing just something that rights you back to where you want to be and making more conscious choices instead of just always choosing the easy route. Because that's the way to have a more fulfilling life. And that's the way to get your health back on track. So that's all I have for you today. I hope that was helpful. And yeah, tell me in the comments, does this resonate with you? I would love to hear from everyone. I'll talk to you later.